And it's jointed efforts in all the constituencies.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a central coordinating level, this is one area that we are doing very poorly as a county.
Winnie Karimi Juguna, why do you think that is? Why do you think this place lacks leadership? It seems to have everything else.
Okay, thank you so much. First, I would want to thank God for this opportunity you are giving us. Jeff, it is a good opportunity. Secondly, I want to say, I would not like to blame the leadership. Surely, I really want us to consider and reconsider. When we are selecting the leaders, what do we consider? What do we check? Because we have made various mistakes in electing leaders who are not putting us together, who are not bringing us together, who we are not able to reach. We are not reaching them because we have issues, but we find that we are not getting them. So this is now the opportunity time when we need to take this one as a very, very important time for ourselves, that we elect leaders. We are sure they are going to unite us. They are not going to divide us. They are going to bring development in our county, because this county, it is the richest. You have already heard that we have white gold in Mwea. But how is it helping people? It is not helping people because you find that people are not getting proper guidance. So my concern and my plea to you, community of Kirinyaga, is that this time round, we are not going to make a mistake a second time. We're going...
Okay, Beth Wamburangonyi, you're young, you're pretty young, and you grew up here. You went to school down the road. There's a lot of unemployment in this town, a lot of unemployed youth. What are you going to do? How are you going to make it different if you're elected?
One, the unemployment in Kirinyaga, I blame it on our leaders who have been there. One, there is no tertiary college institution in our county. When we get to Nyeri County, there are several teachers' college. There are medical colleges. Go to Embu, the same. Go to Muranga, there is a Muranga Teachers College. Our Form 4s, when our Form 4s get their certificates, they just either go to Boda or take up to picking tea. What else is in our county? This is because our leaders who've been there, most of them have been ministers. They've been coming here with flags, but they've never thought that education is the key in the county. Education is the key to leadership. Most of them are not even learned. We've had several readers here, councillors. They don't care because could be education is far from them. But I've been calling upon the people of Kirinyaga to come up with people who are educated so that we may bring institutions here, that when our Form 4 leavers get their KCSE certificates, we will get them to the institutions, and at least we'll be having teachers here, doctors here, and nurses here. That is why unemployment is very high here in Kirinyaga.
Yeah. Okay. John Kaboy-Mwai, you haven't ruled out running for any office, but right now you want to be the checks and balances in this county. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct, Jeff. And as I had said earlier, me, I'm a socio-economic leader. I'm not a political leader. What keeps on coming in my mind from time to time, or what disturbs my mind, is on the political leadership. When we talk about social leadership, which is touching on women organizations and so forth and so forth, me, I cannot say that in Kirinyaga we don't have leadership, because those women are fantastic. They have organized themselves wonderfully. And we cannot transfer our wrong credit to the wrong people. When we talk about economic leadership, look at what is happening with the businesses in Kirinyaga. In Kirinyaga town, we have more than 10 banks, or more than 15, including the circles. Meaning, on the side of the economic side of Kirinyaga is sound. But when we come to the political leadership, and this is where we should give a distinct, we should not generalize. Yeah. we should give a distinct to the political leadership, which is concerned with the rules and regulations, making rules and regulations. Good governance, poor governance. They are the people who are supposed to be doing what the business community is doing, checking on the security systems. I want to put it very clear, Jeff, that when you come to the political leadership, we are the people to blame. And it is the high time we call spade a spade, to be right, not to be right. When you call the social leadership, women sit down, men sit down, and check on their leadership very carefully, without any financial influence. When you go to the economic leadership, people sit down, get their leaders carefully, without any influence. When you come to political leadership in Kirinyaga, we don't have people who select the political leaders here. We have only people who are coming to buy people's votes. And when they buy people's votes, they do what they want. They behave in the way they want. So we have no control. And this is why we are saying, as owners of Kirinyaga town, as people who are living in Kirinyaga town, we must wake up. We must rise to the occasion and say, no longer we are going to allow our political leaders to come and spoil our youth by dishing money. They shout loudest. At the end of the day, wanapitia katikati wanachukua kiti. And because they did not have an agenda for that seat, which they are supposed to be coordinating people. They are supposed to be going to the mashinani, coordinate people, look for a common market for these people. Look for common mobilization for these people. They are not keen. And so at the end of the day, where the political arm is supposed to appear, it is vacant.
It's a good point there, yeah. Joseph Duffy, how different will it be if you become governor of Kirinyaga County? How different will you be? How do we know you're not going to spend money like Mwai just said, throw money at people? How do we know that?
I think we shall be able to appreciate the taste of the pudding by eating it. So some of us are very new into the leadership of Kirinyaga. We have participated in national leadership, but at the local level, it is on and off whenever we find a space. But I want to assure the people of Kirinyaga that we have already identified the very major missing gap, and that is the political leadership. And that is why, as the governor who should be a mini president of this particular county is somebody who will be available here on 24-hour basis. This is not a political seat when you are elected, you disappear to Nairobi. This is a seat where you must sit here Monday to Friday to serve the people of Kirinyaga. You cannot afford to disappear. And I think under the new constitutional dispensation, if you are to do so, then the citizens of this county have a right to sack you and then elect a new governor.
Yeah. After 30 years of government service, you're not tired of the government bureaucracy stuff?
I think, Jeff, you know, when you look at the national government and the county government, essentially all what we are saying, Jeff, is like taking a fish from one river to another river. So we are moving from the national government to the county government. It's purely a government office. And we still have a lot of energy. We are not that old, Jeff. We are still energetic and young.
Okay. Speaking of energetic, Beth, Gunyi,
Yes.
you are in the transport business.
Yes.
Look at this road out here. Look at the roads in Kirogo and Kirinyaga County. Come on. How come nothing is being done?
This is because our leaders never unite. We have 4 districts in Kirinyaga County.